Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am just outside the oldest house, believed to be the oldest in the United States of America. It is also known as the Vargas Street House, and there is a plaque on here, and plus we're going to get to go in, and I bought a couple gifts here, well, magnets, but anywho, I'll go ahead and show you around and tell you more. Here we go. And then here's just a plaque that states this is the west portion of the house. Alright, so now here's the entrance to the oldest house and the museum. So let's see what it says on this window. The oldest house rests on part of the foundation of an ancient Indian pueblo dating from around 1200 and was taken over by the Spaniards in the 1600s. The museum dates the building circa 1646 AD. The property was deeded by Archbishop Lamy, who entered Santa Fe in 1851 to the Christian Brothers. Upon those teachings, St. Michael's High School was founded for the purpose of education. And then the Christian Brothers School owns the oldest house and the oldest church properties. This is the gift shop you walk into when you walk into the oldest house. And now I'm in the oldest house in the USA. Here's some old photographs of the oldest house. 1882, 1912, 1916, 1958. Alright. It's kind of creepy, but there's at least 24 people here in this building, so. Alright, here's an adobe brick. And then here's a coffin. I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, yipes. But this is a faux relic on display. Alright, so a little explanation. On July 2nd, 2005, Brother Lester Lewis of the San Miguel Mission, director, carried a 100-year-old coffin holding the symbolic remains of Juan Espinoza, who was beheaded in the 1600s by two witches who sold him a faulty batch of love potion. The headless skeleton in the coffin is actually plaster of Paris model. But the museum wants to bring back the legend of a man who lost his head after complaining to two witches about their love potion. The experience is to be a positive experience for all peoples and to deal with the facts. In the past, people honored Juan Espinoza and brought him goodies, like shirts, and dressed him as they felt that Juan needed a second chance. The wooden casket and the skeleton made of plaster of Paris has been part of a regular display in the oldest house since the early 20th century. It also says on there that the oldest house is claimed to have been built on the remains of a pre-Columbian house dating to 1200. Now we're going to go into this other room here. This, of course, was a papoose that was used to carry babies. A hand-carved statue of St. Joseph. This is the Kiva fireplace. This was introduced by the Spanish in the 1600s and was used for both heating and cooking. Now, Native Americans did not use fireplaces due to hazards they posed to inhabitants. Now, here's some archaeological remains like iron picks and a wooden pitchfork, iron nails that are believed to date back 600 years. Or 500, sorry. Did the math wrong. All right, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason, just outside the oldest house in the United States of America. All right, in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Signing off.